Hello, and thanks for joining us for the State Highway 16 construction update video. My name is Matt Kreisenbeck, and I am the Community Outreach Coordinator for ITD. I am with Greer Gardner, Project Manager for State Highway 16. Today we will give you a construction update as well as a safety update. Many of you have noticed the number of construction trucks traveling to and from the work zone. We want you to be aware of some of the most important safety fundamentals when driving near construction vehicles. First, let's talk about the north end of the project from US 2026 to Ustick Road. Greer, what has been happening in this area?
Thanks, Matt. There's been a lot of progress on the north end of the project. Earlier this winter, crews set girders at the McMillan Overpass. They're now working on the top deck of that overpass. Crews are finishing the road base for the south end of the McDermott Bypass. More work in this area will take place this summer. Stay tuned for future closure dates. Further north, you can see the US 2026 ramps start to take shape. These ramps are not common when constructing an intersection, but these ramps will eventually be integrated into the future interchange here at US 2026. Later this spring, traffic will use the northern ramps to access State Highway 16 to and from Emmett. This traffic switch will allow crews to begin constructing the bridge for future US 2026 interchange.
That will be a major milestone for this project. What has been happening in the central area from Ustick Road to Franklin Road?
Crews have finished installing irrigation lines earlier this month, just in time for irrigation season to begin. Work is also underway on 3 separate bridges in this area. The Cherry Lane Overpass, the 10 Mile Creek Bridge, and the Quasi Place Bridge.
Thanks, Greer. We'll now talk about the south portion of the project where motorists can see a lot of the progress taking place. What's been happening between Franklin Road and I-84?
Last month, crews set girders at the future I-84 State Highway 16 interchange. Now the crews are working on the top deck of the bridge. That's the part of the bridge that we'll drive on once the interchange opens. Work is continuing at the future Franklin Road interchange as well. Crews are paving the Franklin Road this month, and later in the spring, traffic will switch to the newly constructed lanes.
Thank you, Greer, for the great information. Now, earlier we mentioned that we will be talking about work zone safety and raise awareness of the amount of truck traffic taking place in the project area. As you just heard, there's a lot of activity going on throughout this corridor, and this project is surrounded by a residential area. Because of this, we are speaking with Joni Parks, Transportation Technical Senior with the Idaho Transportation Department. Joni has a lot of experience driving large construction vehicles and knows what it's like behind the wheel. Joni, can you give us a brief description of what you do and why it is so important to stay alert near large trucks, especially around a work zone?
Sure, Matt. Safety is our #1 priority when driving these large vehicles. This project has quite a few trucks coming and going during the typical week. This large project requires more than 7 million tons of fill materials to build the highway. That's a lot of truckloads.
Wow, that's a lot of trucks coming in and out of the work zone. We are now going to ask a few questions and hoping you can help us answer them. How long would it take a truck to stop quickly if it's fully loaded with fill material?
Research from the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration shows that a large truck or construction vehicle needs about twice as much room to stop compared to a car. For example, a construction vehicle needs about 600 feet at 65 miles per hour, compared to a car that only needs about 300 feet at 65 miles per hour.
How much room does a truck need when it turns left or right onto another street?
A typical commercial truck needs at least 55 feet of space to complete turns. That means they need extra turning room, they swing wide, or may even need to use the middle lane. If you see a construction truck with its turn signal on, never try to squeeze by it or get between the truck and the curb. And if you're sitting at an intersection, always stop behind the painted line. Trucks need that space to turn safely.
Joni, is there anything else you would like to share with us before we go?
Yes, be aware of your surroundings and watch your speed limit.
Thank you so much, Joni, for all of this great information. Our highest priority is to keep drivers and crew members safe during this project. Please slow down, pay attention, and leave early to get where you're going safely. We would like to end our video by encouraging our viewers to send us questions you may have for the project team. You can email us at sh16@itd.idaho.gov to stay informed about this project Visit our website or sign up for updates by texting Highway 16 to 1-866-483-8422. ITD also hosts a regular drop-in meeting every quarter for anyone who has questions about construction. Meeting dates will be posted on the website. You can also email or call our team anytime. We will be back soon with another construction update. Thank you all and drive safely.